What is up, YouTube? In this video, we're going to take a quick look at the latest iPad, the iPad 11. This is the base entry to the iPad. This was updated in March of 2025. So we're just going to go over it real quick and show you what's changed. Spoiler alert, not much. And just kind of go over the iPad itself and answer the question of should you buy this or get something maybe a little more expensive if you need it, or just get the last gen. So we're gonna do the quick unboxing. This is your typical Apple packaging, so let's go ahead and get through that. This is the blue iPad. There are about 4 or 5 colors: silver, pink, yellow, blue, and I think that's all of them. So there's the packaging, your typical how to use, legal, and warranty information. No Apple stickers there. You get a USB-C cable, so USB-C to USB-C, which is great. Like to see that. And it actually comes with a power brick. So this is one of the rare products that actually still include a brick. It's 20 watts, so that's even better to charge your iPad a little faster. So that's everything that comes in the latest iPad box. There's nothing new there. So let's go ahead and take this off and show you the blue color. So that's what it looks like. This is once again, the base iPad. This is the 11th gen. Has an A16 chip, 12 megapixel camera on the back, 12 megapixel camera on the front. The display is an IPS LCD display at 60 hertz. It's slightly above 1440p. Around 1640 is, I believe, the resolution. It is a air gap panel, so it's not laminated or anything like that, like the modern, or should I say the more expensive iPads. So not much has changed hardware-wise. It still has the same Touch ID fingerprint, power button, and the light. So nothing's changed hardware-wise. It's all internal. So the A16 just makes it a little more faster and more future-proof. And here's the design real quick. Just going over. This is the cellular model, so you'll see an extra few bands there to let cell phone signal pass through. So that's why it may look a little different on the frame there. So this is the iPad 11th gen. This is the 13-inch, I believe. So that is basically the design. Once again, the specs are pretty minor. It doesn't even support Apple Intelligence even out of the box. So you're already behind on that sentiment. It's a 60 hertz display. So of course, this is really going to be for those that just want something for media or light work like emails or any of that nature. It does have the connector on the bottom to use it for peripherals like a keyboard. It does support Apple Pencil 1st gen and the Apple Pencil USB-C, not the Pro or the 2nd gen or any of that. So just keep that in mind. I'm just showcasing what it looks like. The display on iOS 18. As I mentioned, Siri does not get any upgrades. There's no Apple Intelligence, and it probably won't be in the foreseeable future. So just keep that in mind. This is, once again, a spec bump, and I'm going to update it to 18.5 just to get everything up to date. This is for our client, so I'm setting it up and installing a case on the iPads for them to use comfortably. So that is basically the review of the iPad. This is the latest gen, and as mentioned before, it's really depending on what you want to use this for. I think personally I would get a last gen Air or maybe even 2 generations ago. Just get something that can support the future of iPad OS, because this is already kind of left out per se, and you just bought it. So I think if you really don't care about any of that, then this is a good buy. It has the latest chipset and some of the later connectivity features like the Bluetooth increase in Wi-Fi and all that. So if you don't care about any of the software stuff, then this is it. It's pretty affordable. Otherwise, just get a last gen 10th gen iPad or an iPad Air M2 for just a little bit more than this one, and get the extra features like better display, better camera, and support for all the software improvements that are expected in the near future. So this is an OtterBox case that the client wants me to install. I'm just showing you what it looks like. I rarely recommend these. They're just so bulky and flimsy and just hard to maneuver with. You know, it kind of defeats the point of a portable tablet with this bulky thing. So if you're clumsy enough to drop it in a tablet, sure, you can get this, but it's just so much. And I'm about to show you like the design of the case. It's so flimsy, and I don't recommend it. I think you can get like a bumper case or something just to protect it from scratching, but I don't think you need all this. This is such overkill. But nevertheless, this is for a client, so I'm just installing what they want me to do. This is how to disassemble the case, because you do need to disassemble it, taking off the silicone and the stand piece right there. As you see, that's where the stand is. So just showcasing you this case. It's definitely a bit bulky and such, so I'm just going to show you around real quick. On the stand in the back here is really flimsy, and I'm going to demonstrate like how to maneuver it. It gets stuck a lot, and it's just hard, flimsy plastic. It kind of doesn't make sense saying that, but it's flimsy in the sense of it gets stuck and it can break if you aren't careful in the internals, but it's really rigid, so it's hard to like get it to go where it needs to. So as you see, I try to put it back, and the internal plastic keeps getting stuck on some pieces inside, and you don't want to use too much force because you can easily break it. So all in all, it's just not a good design in my opinion. So now I'm going to get this thing apart and install it on the iPad and kind of show you what it looks like with a case on it. So just kind of do that real quick. So once again, I'm just kind of showing around because I'm trying to find a way to take this apart one-handed. And I'm going to pause the video and just kind of do it. It's pretty difficult one-handed, so I had to put the phone down and take off the back piece, and then you have to kind of peel the silicone and remove the clips on the interior. I'm going to do that off camera. But all in all, this is the iPad. I think it's a buy if you don't care. Otherwise, just get something cheaper or older generation and utilize the feature of iPad OS. But that's my take on the iPad, and I hope this helped you. If it did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions about the iPad, let me know, and I'll do my best to answer. Peace.